Welcome to the explainer video for Macrosyntax. This video will briefly explain what macrosyntax is, why it's important, and how to find your way around our resources. To begin, let's think about this sentence. He toasted the cookie. Or, he toasted the cookie. In the first, you might say, who toasted the cookie? He toasted the cookie. Him, not me. In the second, you might ask, what happened to the cookie? He toasted the cookie. Yes, he toasted it. Same words, very different meaning. And we know the difference because we can hear the stress. He toasted or he toasted. The problem, however, with the Psalms is that these are ancient written texts, so determining what is placed in focus can be difficult. This is where macrosyntax comes in. Syntax looks at how words are arranged to form clauses and sentences. Macrosyntax goes further. It looks at how clauses work together to shape the flow of meaning across a whole passage. It helps us trace how information is introduced, developed, and highlighted, how the author moves the reader from what's known to what's new. Take, for example, Psalm 23. In verse 2, is the focus on the green pastures or on him making me lie down? Is it on the waters where I can rest, or that he leads me? We answer this question in our macrosyntax diagram. Here you can see the text laid out clause by clause with the Hebrew on the left and translation on the right. But the translation also adds important information. As you can see here, in green pastures and waters where I can rest are in bold. Why? Because in the Hebrew, this is the focus, put at the beginning of the sentence as the new information. See, in verse 1, the shepherd image, the Lord is my shepherd, has already been presented. So in verse 2, him leading me and making me lie down is already presupposed. It's assumed. That's what shepherds do. But what's new is where he makes me lie down. Not in the desert sand or rocks, but it is in green pastures that he makes me lie down. It is to water where I can rest that he leads me. In this macrosyntax visual, we present all the important parts of the discourse structure of the text, the way the text moves from what's known to what's new. We use colors, connecting lines, and other symbols to show things like vocatives, subordination and coordination, topic and focus, and more. Everything is explained in the legend, which can be found just above the diagram. And beneath this diagram, we have the notes section. This includes analysis and explanations of the sections and divisions, word order analysis, vocatives, discourse markers, and conjunctions. Now, for explanations of all of these terms, some of which are quite technical, and for more information and explanation of macrosyntax and the theory behind our analysis, please see our user's guide, which also includes information about our overall method and other layers. We hope you'll find these resources helpful as you continue to dive deeply into the Psalms.